Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 24th of June, 2023, also known as my weekly React Day, where we head over to DSP Reacts and we do our DSP versus the Internet Clips show. An interesting day today, as the podcast today didn't have anything too major to talk about besides my ongoing results in Street Fighter 6. So we did talk a little bit about my first performance with Chun-Li yesterday, which actually I did way better than I thought. I thought that I had gone like 50-50, but I did have an actual positive win-loss record with her. And then also about getting better with Blanca and how I had, gotten a bunch of wins there and what it's like almost at Diamond and stuff like that. So that and a lot of Q&A. If you want to see a lot of Q&A with the viewers this morning, check out the podcast. I just want to forewarn everyone, today my throat began to react to allergies pretty badly. Swelled up this morning. And so I did take an allergy pill, but it was already swollen. So if you're listening today to some of the content that I did, you might notice that my voice, kind of cracks a bit or whatever. And for the late stream at first, it was very, very hoarse. It got better over the course of the stream. As you can hear now, I sound almost normal. So sorry about that, but allergies hit, and we'll see tomorrow how I feel if I need another pill or not. Then we jumped into DSP versus the Internet on DSP Reacts. For those who don't know, it's my sister channel. It's my React channel with that kind of content. And the channel members pick videos for me to watch. The Ultra members for sure get their videos watched once a week, while the standard members go into a playlist that I play randomly in random order. And some people get their videos watched, while others, it depends on the randomness. It really is RNG. Who knows what YouTube's going to pick. Decent variety of stuff this week, but admittedly nothing really stood out. Like, I don't think there was a big moment where it was like, wow, that was an amazing video, or that was a funny moment. Not to say that it was super boring either, but it was just kind of a week that kind of muddled around a bit with some of the topics and the like. I like some of it. Sometimes the chat just purposefully complains about everything, but in general, some of it was good, I feel. Give it a look. All those videos will be going live on DSP Reacts over the week, 2 today, and then 1 a day for the next 4 days. And consider becoming a member over there if you want to be the people who, nominate those videos and have the equal chance with everyone else to get watched. Thank you to those who are currently supporters over there. Then tonight was Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And tonight, admittedly, the first whole hour was a waste of time. And then after that, we had one of the most productive hours I've ever had it in the game. The first hour, I said, all right, so we did a shrine quickly. And I wanted to go back to the lookout area, because number one, I wanted to upgrade. I had enough for 2 to upgrade, so I got 2 health upgrades. And then I wanted to upgrade my battery, and then basically continue on towards the Gerudo area. So we went to the lookout camp and go underground, and we upgrade, and then all of a sudden an optional area opens up where it's like, oh, there's an optional cave now that's open. You could go over there, and there's a statue there that lets you trade health for stamina. If, like, let's say, for example, you had upgraded a ton of stamina, but basically you couldn't do the health. Like, you didn't have enough health, you could trade your stamina upgrades for health, and vice versa. I don't really care for that, but it was nice to find it. So then I'm going to this cave, and there's an insane amount of breakable boulders and walls. The problem is, at the beginning of the cave, they don't let you use your companion. You have to get further into the cave for your companion to show up. Your summoned companion, your characters, the legendary heroes who help you out with your abilities. So I had to get boulder clubs to break down these walls, and I had to keep leaving and coming back, because I didn't know how many there were. When we finally got into the cave further, then there was a boss fight, and then you were able to summon your companion to break down the walls. I was in this cave, no exaggeration. I thought, I'll just take 5 minutes. Over 45 minutes I'm in this cave. We get to the end, I found 2 armor pieces, and we're at the end, and I'm like, well, it seems like a dead end. Let me rise up. So I rise up, and I'm looking around. Oh, there's a chest over there. Should I get it? And people are like, no, if you leave the cave now, that's not the end of it. You're going to have to go back. The game just decides for me and pops me out. And I'm like, I didn't press a button. Why is there a time limit? How stupid is that? Just let me sit here and look around and decide for myself. So the game forced me out of the cave. So after 45 minutes in this cave, I didn't even get to finish it. What I'm to understand, if I continued in the cave, I would have got the 3rd piece of armor for the full soldier armor set, and it would have taken you to Hyrule Castle, which is an area that has optional items and challenges and things in it, but I didn't get to do it. The game kicked me out. It was so stupid. So basically, I wasted about an hour. Like, I really felt like the first hour of tonight's stream was a complete waste of time, thanks to Nintendo. But then the second half of the stream was the polar opposite, all right? What we ended up doing was, I went back to the Rito village, and I started traveling south. We immediately found one of the glyphs, the geoglyphs, got new story, continued to head south, found the tower, did the tower for that region, continued to head south, found the second geoglyph. This is working out really well. Let's keep going. Found the second tower, got that tower, and went all the way to a camp in the desert. It's not the actual desert settlement because that's blocked off for plot purposes. But we got to the desert settlement, which is right outside of town, did a challenge shrine there, and then was like, okay, what's next? Well, we don't have a lot of time left. I said, well, we know where the final tier, dragon tier is. It's that sword that we had found, the sword geoglyph. We just haven't done it yet, so let's do it. So we go to the sword geoglyph. We do it. It's the final piece of the story, and a critical piece of the story is revealed. And now, basically, I'm told there's a final tier and a final memory that you can get to. But it's actually, at that point, with no spoilers, it's revealed where the location of the Master Sword is in the game. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. So I'm like, well, let's do it. I was told, oh, you're now on a timer to do it. I was like, what? Why didn't the game say this? Come to find out, you're on a timer, and you need to go to the area, the one area of the map I haven't unlocked yet, the one area that has a tower, and you need to launch from that tower to a timed thing, and you have to do it within a certain time frame very fast. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm turboing my butt. I'm running. I get to the tower. There's a puzzle to solve. Oh God, I gotta solve the puzzle fast. And I launch from the tower, and I'm not kidding you, absolute last second, I made it. And I didn't know that I was doing this tonight. Like, I had no clue what I was in for. I didn't, some people were telling me in the chat on the fly. There's no way if you played this game without help you would know this. There's no way. And if you don't do it this way, now you have to do an entirely extra plot line to do this. It's so dumb that Nintendo made it like that. Just leave it to them to not explain anything in their game. Anyway, the good news is by the end of the night, I had unlocked every tower in the game, I had unlocked every geoglyph in the game, and I got the Master Sword. However, there is more to do. There's actually a new final dragon tier for a final memory that I can now go to. And, after that, we're just going to do the Gerudo Village and the Gerudo Dungeon, and then we're heading into the end game of the game. So the good news is, we are approaching the end of Zelda. I actually significantly skipped some content tonight that, I don't have to do now, because I ended up doing this at a more turboed way, which I didn't know there was a time limit to do it that fast, but there was. Thank goodness I made it in the skin of my teeth. It was ridiculous. I was about to rage, and then I did it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So, good stuff there. Overall, first hour of tonight's stream felt wasted. Second hour felt like insane amount of progress. And now, after this final memory, we're just going to go to Gerudo area and then probably end game and wrap it up. So, Zelda's getting there. We're almost into endgame. I would say once we finish this Gerudo dungeon, we're probably heading into endgame now for the playthrough. Okay? So that's good stuff right there. Overall, good streaming day. Of course, whenever we have a React day, typically what ends up happening, any support that's going to come in for the React day comes in early. And usually when I'm doing the React stuff, like, it's dead. And I don't know why, because we do have a significant amount of members on that channel. We have almost 80 again. At one point we had over 100, but then went way down, and now we're almost back up to 80 again. But it just seems like the contributions don't happen during the React content. I don't know why, but thankfully there's enough members and support otherwise on that channel that it is still viable, But it's funny because people are like, dude, every week he's streaming the React show. It doesn't seem like anyone really contributes. Why does he do it? Well, overall, there's definitely enough diversification on that channel of content, and the fact that there are enough members that it makes it viable, okay? So anyway, don't worry, because some people, of course, the trolls and everything have to, he had a horrible day. No, I didn't. Today was a fine day. Don't worry about what the nonsense that they say. Today was a good day, okay? What are we doing tomorrow? Completely different. Tomorrow, it's going to be the continuation of Final Fantasy 16 on the first stream. I'm obviously stoked to see where it goes because so far, the first 5 hours have been intriguing. We're actually in the middle of a big segment, and I ran out of time, and now we get to continue on with it tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. And then tomorrow night, it's Diablo 4, as we're heading into the end game of Act 2 in that game. So maybe we'll finish up Act 2 and head on to Act 3. I don't know. We'll see. But all different content tomorrow. All right? If you're wondering, well, where's Street Fighter 6? That continues on the main stream on Monday. All right, everyone? Thank you very much. Great streaming day. Had fun with all of you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.